Hello, this is Kim from the Old Davie School Historical Museum, and welcome to Old School, our new podcast where we'll explore Davie and Western Broward from the very beginning to today. We'll have interviews, dive into our archive, and discover more about the collections and exhibits to learn more about what makes this community so special and unique. Davie gets called Cowboy Town, but what does that mean? And what makes Davie stand out in South Florida? We'll get to answer all kinds of these questions on this podcast. To give you a little background, we'll get more into the school itself, but the Davie School was built in 1918 and was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1988. The Davie School Foundation has operated the museum since then and has added 2 historic homes that were moved to this site, a replica 1909 Pioneer House, and our new agricultural and citrus packing house. The school has been situated on the south side of the South New River Canal for 102 years, and if you have driven down Griffin Road, we are that big yellow building you've probably wondered about. I always hear, I've driven by so many times, and you should stop by and also listen to this podcast too. A little bit about me. I'm Kim Weissmantel. I've been at the museum for 7 years as the education director, working with our education programs, doing field trips, special events, all kinds of fun stuff. I've been working on research, and we've also been updating our exhibits. So if you have been to the museum a while ago, it probably looks a little bit different today. We are constantly adding new information and wonderful new things to our exhibits. I grew up in Davie, but didn't really know the history till I was much older. And I'm constantly blown away with what I find out through my research, but mostly through talking with visitors who either they grew up here in Davie and they tell stories about the rope swing into the canal, or people who went to school here, and it's neat because they can show you where their classroom was. But also people who make this their home today. There's all sorts of different perspectives. So we really want to bring that to this podcast too. We will have updates on what's going on at our museum, especially during this unprecedented time we keep hearing about that we're all living. All of our upcoming events will be virtual, but also we'll have small in-person events. We're currently offering tours on Wednesdays and Saturdays, guided tours at 10, 10:30, and 1 p.m. And you could get those tickets, you could pre-purchase tickets online at our website at olddavieschool.org. If you have any stories, questions, or suggestions of something that you would like to hear about on this podcast, you can email me at education@olddavieschool.org. Make sure to share this podcast with your families and friends, and we're looking forward to growing this podcast with you. We will have more soon, so thank you very much for listening. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.